Hello everyone, and we are back for our third day of our JLA slash Batman collection. So I saw this guy on the shelf, had to have him. I did wait a little bit, unfortunately, which was stupid. So don't wait. Like I said before, if you like him really, if you like him a lot, and you really want him in your collection, you got to go because I do sell fast. As far as the DC collection, the main characters like Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, they did several incarnations of them. So if you like the one that they have, if you see one on eBay, pick it up because again, they do run out pretty quick. He's like I think the third one did. Is that the second or third one they did? So they've been all different ones. Some have like the yellow logos, different color fur, slightly different. This is the one that came out a few years ago, and again, he has those logos all over it. This little weird meshy texture in the fur. So you got soft fur, and this weird meshy texture. Not too unlike the Superman and the Wonder Woman one they did the same year. And then, of course, they've had several different costumes. He's had like 4 different costumes, I think. And this is not even the oldest one. And they've had one since then. In fact, the main characters have had a brand new incarnation of them. So the original one, this is the second or third. But the most common one, the current one, I mean, is a bear that's dressed like Batman. So basically, they just fashioned a bear that looks like a bear dressed as Batman, but the costume is already preset. So you don't need to buy the costumes, which, I mean, defeats the purpose of making new costumes. But they do make new costumes, so you can put them on other animals or bears that you would rather be a Batman instead of just having the Batman beard. Because again, like I said in the last video, some of the animals they have range from $12 to $15, which is much more affordable than you put a costume on, and it's not as crazy. When these come out originally, they're about $28 for a themed bear because they have the licenses they're paying for, obviously. And this costume's kind of cool. He's got this cool little cape here, right? He's got his little bat ears, and it's not jagged like some of the capes have been, but this is just a straight black cape. I love the little symbol here, logo, and then of course here's a little bat symbol in his belt. This is all just painted on. There have been costumes that have more embossed or textured feel to it, even a belt that actually was kind of sewed on. So this is just a simpler costume they made for it, because I guess they were just trying to push out another bear for the new movies that came out. Because again, every time they do movies, they do new bears. So, and in this one, they actually have the voice for To the Batcave. I am the knight. So it says like 5 different phrases or different sounds, like when he's fighting. Again, has a little hole for his butt and tail, which is adorable. So, when I originally bought him, I think I might have got him on a deal. Because again, like I said, sometimes they go on deals if they stay in there long enough. People would argue that he was the most popular one because I kept him in store, but I argue the opposite. Superman kept selling out because they didn't have him in store, and I actually missed out. And that's what I'm saying. If you don't buy them, you'll miss out. I actually had to wait a whole nother year before they released him, which stinked. So you got to get him. So initially, I got him with another bear. So I got to bring Bear home. And did you know he was the second major comic book character really ever as far as popularity? If you remember you know what the first comic book was? It was back in 1939. Yes, 1939. It was Action Comics #1, starring Superman. And then a couple years later, in 41, they made Detective Comics, which came out Batman. And he was originally designed to be the polar opposite of Batman. They wanted to have a yin and a yang in their comic book world, someone who is equal but opposite. So that's why Batman was created, and of course his whole persona is different: intelligence versus average, not super powered, but super equipped versus super powered. And eventually, when they expanded and created this universe we call the DC Universe, the DC logo won over Action Comics. So DC logo actually stands for Detective Comics, and that's where the DC logo comes from when you think about DC. And of course, I want to make sure before we go, show you the cool little emblem on the bottom of his feet. These are adorable. I love what they do there. Kind of make it stylistic and personal for him. Isn't that awesome? So cool. He's not the last of the Batman bears. So you got to stick around tomorrow if you want to see what I have next for you. Found something really cool, pretty rare. You guys got to check it out. Stay here tuned. Like and subscribe below. Leave your comments and let us know what you think and also what you'd like to see for future videos. So awesome. See you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.